Hello, AP Latin. Sorry this is a little bit late again. We're going to go over Caesar's 5.38 today. It's a little bit of a shorter section. Okay, so Ambiorix, having been elated by this victory, immediately sets out with his cavalry to the Eduatuki, who were neighboring his kingdom, or who were bordering on his kingdom. He delays neither night nor day, and he orders his infantry, or his foot soldiers, to follow closely. Okay? So you've got, starting off there, Hoc Victoria, probably an ablative of either means, or you could say cause as well, because of this victory. Sublatus from Tolo, nice perfect passive participle. All right? And then with his cavalry accompaniment to the Adutuki, accused of place to which. All right. And then you'll notice Ubet, that verb takes a accusative and infinitive construction, so that's why you've got the foot soldiers to follow. All right. And then the next page, with this thing having been described, so in other words his victory having been described, and with the Aduatuki having been stirred up, on the next day he arrives at the Nervii, okay, and he encourages them, or he incites them, not to let pass the opportunity, and then you can say either of or for, of freeing themselves forever, and of punishing the Romans for those injuries, for those injustices which they have received. Okay, so you got two ablative absolutes there kind of going on at the beginning, the thing having been demonstrated with the Tuki having been stirred on, or stirred up, excuse me. Then you've got the next day, ablative of time. And then you've got this nice jussive noun clause, so he encourages them not to lose the opportunity. And then you'll notice you've got liberandi and olkiscendi, both of them. Well, the first one is a gerundive, and then the second one's a gerund. But they're both genitives being used as objective genitives. Okay, so the occasion for freeing and the occasion for punishing or avenging. Okay, and then let's see here. Yeah, and your book points out is a rather odd syntax to have that first one be a gerundive and your second one being a gerund. He uses the term harsh. Okay, and then continuing on here, he points out that the two ambassadors, okay, so Sabinus and Cotta, the two ambassadors have been killed, and that a great part of the army has perished. Okay, so that's indirect statement there. And you'll notice army as well, a nice partitive genitive. And then, continuing on the indirect statement, that there is no difficulty for the legion, which is wintering with Cicero. Okay, so for the legion, having suddenly been oppressed, to be killed. Okay, so you've got two infinitives here. One of them, the esse, is going to be like the verb of your indirect statement. And then the interfici is, I guess you can either take it as the subject of the indirect statement or as kind of like a predicate nominative, only it's obviously not in the nominative here because it's indirect statement. So you've got the idea here is there is no difficulty for the legion to be killed. Okay, so the two things are kind of parallel there. All right, and then negoti is a nice what's it called? Partitive genitive. So literally nothing of difficulty, but you can just say no difficulty. All right, and then the last, almost the last line here. He profitator, he declares or he offers that he is the helper, excuse me, to this thing. Okay, so in other words, he offers to be, hey guys, I'll help you kill off these Romans here. Okay, and then with this speech, he easily persuades the Nervii. All right, so he's able to work them up to overthrow the Romans quite easily. All right, and that's the end of our 538. We'll do 539 for tomorrow. Also, please remember that tomorrow you'll have your quiz. Okay, it'll be on LMS, and the first bit there'll probably all be these like. I think you've probably taken some of these quizzes in your other classes, but the first bit will be all short answer, so I'll just give you the words and you just write the definition in the short answer blank. And then I'll have a translation section like we normally do, and that'll also be in kind of the short answer format, so you may have to scroll over to get all the text, but I think it should hopefully work okay. If you have problems or anything like that, please feel free to let me know. And remember your the translation part is open book, open note. I do ask that when you're doing the vocab section of the quiz that you do that from memory, but the translation and everything, feel free to use your book or notes or whatever. Okay? So I love you guys. Talk to you later. Have a great day.